Hi, I'm Ashley Borden and welcome to Perfect Form. So you go running, your knees hurt. You go shopping, your knees ache. You go to the club, try to bust a move, and your knees still hurt. No matter what you do, you're always feeling pain. I'm here to tell you that it's not necessarily the knees, but the ligaments and the muscles that surround it that you need to address. And when you do, you will free yourself from the pain forever. And this 3-part approach will help you do exactly that. So now let's do a little myofascial release, rolling out to open up those muscle bellies before we start the workout. And I'm gonna start with the quad, but I'm gonna use a softer ball to open up my leg. Now this is a water-filled ball, it's a 2-pound one. You can also use a harder softball if you want. And I'm gonna start right with this band across the top of the knee. And what you wanna do is base yourself with your forearms and rotate side to side across the muscle tissue. When you find something painful, again, hold, pull the belly in, and then bend and extend the leg. But I'm holding myself up and really digging into that tissue right above the knee, and you can do both sides. And again, it's not necessarily for time. You can go for what feels like it's release. If you need to spend more time on one leg than another, that's totally fine. Now I want to move to the rest of the leg because you have to get the whole thing in order to open it up. And we're going to do your IT band, which is the band that runs along the side of the leg. You want to start with the roller right in the center of the quad. Like if you start up too high, you won't be able to swipe the whole leg. So I like to start in the center, pull my belly button in, and then you're going to roll from the top of the hip to the top of the knee. And I show this exercise a lot, but it's crucial in order to open up the knees, the hips, the leg, that you get the entire leg. I know this can be uncomfortable for some people when they start, but like I always say, it does get better the longer you do it. If you can't feel that, stack the legs. And if this doesn't feel like enough, again, you can change your foam roller to a denser surface or a PVC pipe if you need to dig in a little bit more. So now we're gonna move to your adductor, which is your inner thigh. And to get the position, it's very important that you have the right alignment with the roller. So you're gonna start on your tummy, and you want the roller to be at about chest position. You're gonna push him away from your face. So you wanna say, get away from my face, but I'm gonna throw a leg over. Okay, so you throw that leg over so you have the pressure, and then I'm totally spread eagle, and my toe is based on the floor behind me. That way I have the pressure to roll up and down. So you wanna roll from all the way at the top part of the leg to the knee. And again, you might feel a little bit of discomfort, but the more you do it, you'll be able to work through it. And same thing, when you're rolling and you feel a sticking point, you can hold, bend, and extend the leg. You can go forward and back a little bit. And you're gonna do both sides. And that way, again, when you're getting the kind of 360 of the knee, you're getting the quad on the top, you're getting your IT band, and you're getting your inner thigh. Okay, so now we're gonna move to a little bit of the stretch series. I call this a windshield wiper stretch. And again, the position's important. So you're gonna start lying on your back, and you wanna have your feet at your fingertip position. So you reach your fingertips out from there. You're gonna pull your belly button in. You're gonna drop both of your knees down. The outside of your foot is pushing into the floor from my edge. I'm pushing my foot into the floor, squeezing my glute, reaching my palm up, and looking this way. So my knee isn't necessarily dropping down to the floor. I'm trying to tuck under, squeeze the glute, reach my knee forward, push my foot in the floor, and really engage that glute, and that releases your quad. Okay, you're gonna hold that for about 30 seconds. And then the other side, straighten the feet back out again. You cannot start with turned out feet. And then drop down to the other side. The knee is reaching, I'm squeezing my glute, I'm pushing my foot into the floor, reach the palm, and look the other way. And again, the more you tuck, the more you'll feel that stretch through your quad and into your psoas. It's real important that you open up the full leg before you start your workout. So now we're gonna use the mini bands, which are my favorite. And you can get the mini bands online, you can get them on Amazon. I use a heavier, denser blue one and a green one. Again, you can start with 2 green, 1 blue, 1 green. It's important that you have the placement right. So I'm starting with them above my knees, and the other one on my ankles. So So what is the mini band sequence? What does that help? It helps to strengthen the hips and the glutes and turn them on, meaning that you can actually feel them through the workout. So you're gonna start with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. I have my weight sitting back in my bum. So my position to the side, my weight is back and in my heel. So I'm not forward in my quads, okay? You're gonna start from here and you're gonna give me 30. Touch and out, touch and out. Now, as you're doing this, notice that nothing through my torso is moving. I'm really trying to push those knees to the outside of my ankles and keeping my weight back in my heels. And you feel this a lot. So you would do about 30 to 20, in and out, single leg, in and out. Okay, same thing, you do about 20 reps, in and out. Again, I'm not letting my opposite knee collapse in. I'm not letting him collapse in as this guy's doing the work, and then you would do the other side. Sitting back in your heels, you will feel your hips and your glutes completely burn and turn on. So after your mini band sequence, because of knee pain, you can actually feel parts of your body that feel weaker than others. So when you're doing a reverse lunge, I like to use the band to really help activate the glute and your hip more than if you're just stationary without it. Now I'm using a kind of a medium band that's attached to a stable surface. You can use any band. You can tie a little band just as long as you step out and you have enough tension. You're gonna step into the band and you wanna have it right above your knee. I start where I feel that tension on the band before I even begin. And I wanna make sure that your weight is loaded between your first and second toe and the outside edge of your heel. You don't wanna be forward in your foot so you feel that will give you knee pain, and you don't wanna have a collapsed arch. So you wanna make sure your arch in your foot is raised up. You're gonna start with that weight in your heel. You're gonna take that reverse lunge back. I'm still pushing that knee out, and then all the way up to the top, squeeze the bum. I reverse lunge, sit back in it, keep that tension on the band, and up to the top. And of course, you can do this exercise holding dumbbells, wearing a weighted vest. I mean, there's lots of variation, but I want you to see this is an excellent way of activating those glutes, activating your hip. Somebody who has more of an internally rotated knee, this would be really helpful for them because it really helps to activate what's turned off and dormant. So there you have it. You have your rolling out, you have your stretching, and you have your specific strength for your knees, your hips, and your glutes. All of these exercises will help relieve pain, strengthen the areas of your body that feel weaker, and give you the look that you're looking for.